Seedling and the Storm. Weena sat on her porch swing, watching the storm rage outside. The wind whipped through the trees, sending leaves swirling like dancers in a frenzied waltz. The rain hammered the roof, a relentless drumbeat against the silence of her home. She was a woman of quiet strength, weathered by life's storms, yet still clinging to a fragile hope that bloomed within her. But lately, those storms felt more intense, threatening to drown the tiny seedling of happiness she had nurtured within her heart. She had lost her job, a position she'd held for years, a position that had defined her sense of purpose and belonging. The fear of the unknown shadowed her days, her dreams seeming as distant and elusive as the shimmering lights of a city on a stormy night. One afternoon, while wandering through the park, she stumbled upon a small, delicate seedling pushing its way through the cracks in the pavement. It was a beacon of resilience, a symbol of hope in the midst of harshness. She knelt down, her fingers tracing the fragile stem, her heart strangely warmed by the sight of this tenacious life force. She imagined the strength it took to push through concrete, to find nourishment in the most unlikely of places. The ceiling became a metaphor for her own spirit, a reminder that she too had the capacity to thrive, to find strength in adversity, to bloom even in the face of storms. She began to tend to the seedling, bringing it water, shielding it from the harsh elements, and watching with fascination as it grew stronger, its leaves reaching for the sun. She realized that this tiny plant, this symbol of resilience, was a reminder that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope, always a chance for renewal. Weena started taking walks, feeling the rain on her face, the wind in her hair. She began to embrace the challenges she faced, finding strength in her own resilience. She started to dream again, to imagine a future where she could flourish, where she could find her own path, her own purpose, her own light. She learned that storms are inevitable, but they don't have to extinguish the flame within. Sometimes they can even serve as a catalyst for growth, for transformation, for a new beginning. Fade out with a shot of Weena standing beside the seedling, a smile on her face as she watches the storm subside. The sunlight begins to peek through the clouds, casting a warm glow on the resilient little plant.